How's it going, everyone? I'm future meteorologist Stephen Foray, and welcome back to another episode of your weather news podcast with Foray Predicts. Thank you for joining me this week. Certainly not as much to talk about last week as the whole story was Hurricane Erin. I hope you enjoyed that special episode of weather news where I went out and interviewed different people, and man, were those crazy. That was just intense to see here on Long Island. Believe it or not, those hazardous beach conditions continued over the weekend, finally giving us a break on Monday, the start to the new week. But last Sunday, as the National Weather Service described, there were still beach hazards. Of course, the rip current risk there was high, and the potential impacts were those life-threatening conditions to swimming, but luckily our beaches finally did open up. Once Erin faded away, the tropics calmed down just an eeny tiny bit. As you could see, this is what the National Hurricane Center was tracking throughout the week. Still two storms out there. Tropical Storm Fernand, which luckily isn't any threat to U.S., expected to stay out in the ocean. There is its tracked. Pretty impressive satellite imagery, though. Then there in the orange, this had about a 50% chance of developing, but it's not looking like it's going to develop into anything. So, still staying quiet here in the U.S. Atlantic tropical season. And lastly, believe it or not, in central New York, near Lake Ontario, they had some strong severe storms up that way. There were a few tornado warnings, believe it or not, coming with those strong thunderstorms. Well, that's it for this week, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful Labor Day weekend.